People are in awe of those who simply stay in the present. There are social discomforts that are completely unnecessary and make life awkward, stressful, and unfulfilling. And the winners are living in the past, lasting for what is to come, or simply being distracted by things going on in the moment. These are the conversation killers are the end of what could be a great encounter or even a great relationship with someone. For example, have you ever conversed with someone who lives in the past? Draining, isn't it? It seems like the conversation is going backward and you feel like you're being pulled down a funnel into nowhere. Simply exhausting. Now, how about someone to caught up in their future? Hard to keep up, yes. This conversation feel like you're being dragged behind a horse in the desert with no control or perspective of when it will end. Now, how about someone who makes you feel like you're the only person on the planet when you're in their presence? Rare, yes. Inspiring, absolutely. Being with people like this is rare indeed, but it is among the most rewarding experiences in life. When someone is present with us, it makes us feel at ease and valued. It allows us to be fully ourselves. Now consider that we have the capacity to give that same gift to others. And we do. It takes great focus, care, and discipline to stay present with our people. But the payoff is big. You create rapport, trust, and opportunity. People leave the conversation feeling valued. You leave it feeling honorable, fulfilled, and knowing you did the right thing. Be present with others and fight being distracted today. Do I drift to the past or the future in conversation, or do I just get distracted? Do I do any service to do the things I'm thinking about when I drift? Comparison is no measure of success. Society at large places great emphasis on comparison. From products to services to brands to people, comparisons are at work and never stop. Comparison is both tireless and tiring, as the comparisons available online and off are endless, overwhelming, and not always very accurate. On the human side, comparison is the trap of contrasting ourselves to others we generally know little nor other nothing about. How does the comparison work? To say I am rich because I am not living on the street is comparison. To say I am blessed because I'm not a starving child in Africa is comparison. To say I am attractive because I am not ugly like someone I consider to be ugly is comparison. Real success is never measured by comparison. Comparisons are a trap that will have us in an endless game of emotional ping pong. Even further, there are just too many comparisons in existence, and we could spend a lifetime posturing ourselves against someone or something with underwhelming results and no real accuracy as to who we really are. The only genuine measure of success in life is whether or not we are living in the full potential of who we are, regardless of how limited or great our capacity, looks, ability, etc. Comparison is the measure we rely on when our potential in life is either out of focus or isn't being exercised. True success comes from operating in the fullness of our talents, abilities, and God given gifts. It's in the stretching, risking, and living in our potential that comparison loses any all meaning, and that our potential trumps our need to use others as a determining factor of our worth. And that means everything compared to, whoops, replace the disease of comparison with the progress found in living out your potential today. Am I caught up in the measuring myself by comparison or by my potential? When was the last time I looked at my potential? Do I even know what it is? If you're looking to find yourself, look at what shows up in other people as you engage with them. When it comes to finding oneself, there seems to be myriad of philosophies and methods ranging from somewhat pragmatic to near insane, and most of them involve some kind of get away from it all strategies. Well, I have some smelling salts for you. The quest to find one's true self is a whole lot easier and more relevant than a trip to the Dalai Lama. Ironically, the journey of self discovery is rarely thousands of miles away from anything. It's usually a few feet away, in our homes, on our streets, and at work. Every conversation and interactions that we have with someone is an opportunity to discover ourselves by what manifests in the other. In the moment and over time, the effects of our words, actions, and commitments will reveal who we are in ways that makes the mystical smoke and mirrors methods appear empty and self-serving. The practice of paying attention to what shows up in others as a result of our behavior can facilitate accurate self-discovery in a matter of seconds, not years, and one does not have to go halfway around the globe. For example, when I make someone smile, I get to find myself in their smile. When I make an impact on someone's life, I find myself in their progress and development. When I share truth with someone, I find myself in the truth that they share back. On the flip side, when I make someone angry, I get to see myself show up in their frustration. When I hurt or confuse someone, I get to see myself revealed in their pain, and so on and so forth. It is a simple sewing and repairing or reaping principle, meaning others are the measure of how we show up, and those results matter, not philosophies and hypotheticals. Evaluate how you are showing up in others' lives today and discover your real self. Am I willing to look at my interactions with others as the gauge of who I am? If I evaluated how I impact others' lives, what then would I think of myself? This is about shifting your thinking in 200 ways to improve our life today. Until then,